Hey summer friends, Olivia here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today we are doing part one of a few of this cute base game home found on the gallery. Basically this house, it had like a vibe of like realness to me. It felt like a real home. Like the way that it's laid out, I just became obsessed with it. So I started to do this as like one of my one room challenge videos, basically, or like a mini Rennie where you focus on just little parts of a house. But then I had so much fun, I started to do the whole entire house. So this part one is the main level. And the reason why I switched from doing kind of like a mini Rennie was because I started messing with windows and stuff. And my rule on the mini Rennie is we don't do any major renovations. We kind of keep the shell. I was going with that until the Sims, base game windows weren't doing it for your girls. So, anywho, we shifted gears and we ended up doing the whole entire main level. But again, this layout, it feels real. Can you see what I'm saying? Like, it feels like a real, true layout that you would see in a home. Because so many times in The Sims, it's like we build it or we find it on the gallery and they're like awesome layouts, but they don't feel real. And this feels like I'm just walking into someone's house. So I was all about it. Anywhozer, so we are doing I want to say a lot of like, I don't even know what that style really is, but it's a lot of like the natural kind of tones. This green with like the browns and the wood and the beiges, the grays, that kind of thing. That's the vibe. Okay. Very much me in this video. So anywho, how are you? What is going on? Anything fun? Nothing here. Very excited that it's almost Christmas. Yes, I am so freaking excited this year, mainly because I have been in this like chill mode, not freaking out. Hey, not to say I won't be freaking out, but I keep seeing this video, so I will share it here. That last minute panic that you think you need to buy more. I'm telling you, you don't. Okay? Do it every year. I'm sure you can relate. But anywho, we hosted Thanksgiving, so my mom is hosting Christmas, so I just feel such a sense of relief. It's always a thing. I love having my family over. I'm such a hoster at heart, but it's hard because I have kids and they're opening presents, and I feel like I'm always rushing them to pick up their mess because we're about to have people over, and then I got to make the food and do all the things. This year, I feel a sense of like calmness. I'm like, we can literally leave here, go to my mom's house, and we can still have the stuff out and about. I am not going to be that mom this year that's like, clean up. We're going to just chill. And I mean it. We really are. What are you guys eating for the holidays? This year, so for Christmas, we're doing tacos. Thanksgiving, we did like the typical, turkey, ham. It was classic, good, delicious, all the things. And then mom had the idea of doing tacos for Christmas. And I'm like, yeah. And are you thinking what I'm thinking? Since we're in the catering biz, we knew somebody who makes awesome tacos, and we source for them all the time. And so mom put an order in with them. They did steak and tinga chicken tacos, which hello. And then we'll have all this, all the things to go with. Super excited for that. That's going to be a really nice holiday dinner, I think. And more and more, like I was talking to one of these girls at work, and she was like talking about how much she's so stressed and da. And I just randomly said, since I'm in catering, simplistic is my, trying to provide a simplistic solution is my whole entire sales thing here, pitch. But I was like, more and more, it's like you can go ahead and make all the turkey and the ham and all the spread. But since she's like literally, it was her dad, and her brother, I'm like, you could also go to Hy-Vee, Price Chopper, Hen House, and just grab a meal plate, essentially, like the styrofoam takeaway boxes full of turkey, ham, and then you pick your sides, right? And then you could also add on a pie, whatever. So I didn't hear much from her. And then she came back from Thanksgiving, and she's like, dude, that was like the most easiest thing. We ended up just getting 2 each so we could have lunch, and we might be able to have some dinner later. First off, not very much money at all. No mess at all. No dishes. I'm like, right? That's my whole thing with catering. Like whenever I'm talking to people, I'm like, you can do it yourself, absolutely, or you can have us do it. not have the mess, the extra stuff, all the things. So more and more, I just feel like we're such in this place of time is money. I'm telling you, that founder of, I think it's Poppy. I think, what is that drink? It's like oh, she sold it to Pepsi for like $3 billion or something. I forgot her name. I think it's Krista Crawford or something like that. Anyway, she posted this morning on Instagram. It's like this reel of like the feeling it feels walking into your house after someone has cleaned it. And, like the cleaners have come and you walk in, you feel like a superstar, and she has this cute music or whatever. The comments, I knew it. I was like, wait till you see the freaking comments. And yeah, it was. And of course, her whole sales thing is, the comments are saying things like, oh, it must be nice to be able to do that. Or in this economy, really? And so she, of course, her whole sales gig is like, yeah, but I'd love to show everybody how they can, sell the Pepsi for $2 billion. No, but her whole thing is she wants to show more people how to make money to make sense, right? So I get it. I get you, girl. I get what you're saying. But I was laughing because like that is my whole thing. Time is money. I pay every 2 weeks. Someone comes and cleans our house. We have 3 kids. Okay. We have all the things. We own a freaking business that now has a freaking side business on top of that business. And then we have our day job, corporate job. So yeah, you better bet your butt that I am not scrubbing toilets on a normal Wednesday night when I can be hanging out with my kids on the couch watching Elf. Okay. So that's my thing. But that just goes in our budget. It's not like, I don't take for granted that I can do that. I'm just saying out loud that, that's another time is money thing. That is something that I make happen. And sometimes at all costs, because it helps my mental health. It helps my kids be able to be organized. It helps the flow of our home. Okay. I write a Substack column, and we were recently talking about how, maybe we're not just hot mess out here. Maybe the systems we have in place in our home, like the way that we are doing things, just isn't aligned to our life. I remember when my kids were little and we used to work outside the home, and we would come home and it's freaking dark already. It's 6:30. The kids are upset. They're hungry. I didn't lay out anything. So we're eating fast food, doing that whole thing. And like, that's a whole nother thing, right? And then on top of that, let's say we do want to make dinner. We get something out of the fridge and we're making it 7:00. We're freaking tired. And so I get all that. And then, hey, then comes, well, I'm not going to do laundry tonight because I'm wanting to have a second to chill. Kids won't go to bed. It's a whole thing, right? But I recently was talking about it on my Substack about how we can put different like processes, almost like I'm a trainer at heart. So I'm going to use the word process. But what I mean is like, we can put a different flow, a different way that we do things to make it make sense for us. You know what I mean? Like for that example, the week is long. It's heavy. It's busy. It's whatever. So what day in your week isn't? Sunday, right? Sunday maybe. So Sunday is the day that you reset. And so then you create this process in place. It's like, okay, Sundays I do all my freaking laundry. That way all week long I'm not trying to wash those work pants, whatever. I'm putting meat, whatever I decide to make that week, I'm trying to put that into like their own. For example, if you're having a big thing of chicken, you want to have half of it for this meal and half of the rest, put it in a Ziploc. Like there's just different things you could do. I'm not talking, let's go full on meal planner. I'm not, or meal, whatever it's called. I guess it is meal planning, but like whenever you make the meals, I don't like doing that, but again, whatever system works for you. What I'm saying is that a lot of times I think we, especially in this world where we're online comparing ourselves, we see someone do something and we're like, cool, but is it going to work for us? That's one thing that I have been writing about a lot, just thinking about really, maybe I'm not so much of a hot mess. I just had to do things that make sense for us. You know what I mean? So I've been leaning into that a lot lately, and I feel as though doing things that work for like as the kids get older, and changing it as you go, can make a huge difference. It can. I never really use mirrors enough in The Sims. I put that mirror there and I'm like, I love that. I think the biggest thing about mirrors is like oftentimes you see somebody like decorate and they put like this little tiny mirror on a wall. Hey, I'm guilty of that. But I think having these like crazy awesome mirrors makes that room feel so rich and nice. You know what I mean? I love it. I love rich and nice. Who doesn't? Like literally. Oh, anyway. What are you doing today? Anything fun? I hope that, well, at least your day in some capacity um, involve watching The Sims. So, hi. So it's already great. That's what I'm trying to say. I plan to play Sims. I have a very cool, chill day. It's freaking cold here, like 15-degree cold. The kids are chilling. It's just a weekend of not much going on, thank God. And yeah, gonna just straight up chill. We're going to have steaks for dinner, which I'm super excited about. I've been eating so much protein lately. I'm on a GLP-1 shot thing, and so I'm not really hungry a lot, and I just eat a lot of steak. Really, I can go into a whole nother video about that, but basically I've been feeling great. I don't, maybe like 35 pounds maybe in like the last 2 months, but I just feel good. I feel so good about it. If you're thinking about it, I ended up doing Zelfie, which was like a subscription, and then you pay for the actual shot too. I have dug it. I've liked it a lot. Now I have I didn't have insurance this year. I like play like Russian roulette with that. I'll have insurance sometimes I won't. I didn't have it this past year. I have it again now. So I'm going to try to see how much it'll cost me in comparison. But I was just paying the Zelfie, I think it's like $199 a month for like the actual, to be part of their club or whatever. And then I want to say the medicine was similar to that, maybe like something like that. But anyway, if you're have questions, feel free to reach out. I always try to put my Instagram down below. I also, like I said, I am on Substack. I will start to do better. I kind of have an idea of doing a Sims Substack. I don't know if the audience is really, my 2 Substacks I write is either personal, like you can go on there and get my recipes and like things I'm doing or whatever. And then I have one that's for like business. Like, let's make a 6-figure business together. Let's make that bread. It's called the bread and butter edit. Okay. I'm a dork, whatever. So one's about making money and one's about chilling, come hang out with me. Let's like a lifestyle situation. But I thought about making a Sims one. If that would even be anything that you'd be even remotely interested in, to have like, let's talk Sims, let's do like CC, like hauls, whatever, in writing format, let me know. I don't know. Anyway, if you like what I'm doing, thanks for being here. First off, thanks for making it to the end here. We're almost done. This is the first level, and I will go upstairs later. I might do the exterior, maybe. Dude, come on. I'm not going to do the exterior. Even though there's a pool, I could do the pool, okay? But anyway, yeah, this is part 1. I will go upstairs for part 2. I'm about to go record that now. I hope you have a great weekend or week or whatever day it is. And thanks again for being here. If you like what I'm doing, like, subscribe, comment. That would be awesome if you comment. And again, if you want to find me elsewhere, I am going to get better at putting my Instagram and also my Substacks, because if you like to read, go check it out. It's really just a corner of the web that I just hang, and that's what we do here too, right? We just hang out. So thanks again for being here, and I will catch you next time. Ooh.